Yo, GG to those in America. You're back with a Sunday episode of GC Crypto TV. Just Craig on today. Again, Greeny is in Europe, but he will be joining us tomorrow. I think we're going to stream at the later time. It'll be at 3:30 p.m. for the Australians in the room. I think that's like 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, something crazy like that, but should be good for the Europeans in the room. Guys, happy Sunday. Good to be here with you guys today. Market looks like it's starting to pump a bit, man. So we've timed this stream pretty well to get ahead of the market. Obviously, Bitcoin is king. I've got written down in the description. So without further ado, let's have a look at a few things. But before I move forward, guys, big shout out to OKX Australia, channel partner here on the top left/right, depending which way you're looking. Obviously, if spot trading is something you would like to do or buy or trade Bitcoin safely and securely, guys, I'll put the link in the description. That is for OKX. And if you get started with them, you will get $75 worth of Bitcoin if you do a little bit of trading with them. So that's OKX Australia, channel partner, great platform/exchange, never been hacked, safe and secure. If you are wanting to buy and sell crypto, they do have an earn product on there as well, where you can earn if you park up your stables. So definitely check that out. And they have just announced a self-managed super fund actually for those in Australia, so you can put your part of your retirement into crypto. So definitely reach out to them, to their platform, if you'd like to have a look at that, and they can run you through how to do all that, guys. Okay, so let's get into the show. GM, hello. Theo, what's up? Hello to the viewers on X. Hello to the viewers on Abstract. We're on Kick. We're on YouTube. We're everywhere in the friggin' world. Happy Sunday/Monday. We're Monday here, Sup Brazuka, Sup Panda. We are Monday here in Australia and New Zealand. What'll be, God, what time's in New Zealand now? 19, it's midday New Zealand lunchtime. They just got daylight savings, I believe. Shout out to Abstract and Pudgy Penguins. I believe they just concluded their Korea portion of their little leg they're doing. And I think they might hit Singapore next, Abstract team. So, Asta buybacks confirmed. Sorry, I'm just flicking around the market, guys. What's up? Tio, hello. Okay, well, let's get into it, guys. Let's start off from the top. We've got a little bit to go through because obviously the market's pumped. So that was nice. It pumped just before I jumped on. So I'd have something to talk about other than prices are down. So let's just bring up this chart for you guys. I just want to start at the top. Start at Bitcoin, although it's not on Bitcoin, is it? Let me just move this around. I was just having a look at what Pump was doing before. Okay, so let's check it out. Bitcoin, sorry, I've just woken up, guys. We're not on go. Here we go. My Bitcoin chart, my little Bitcoin treasure map. This is something I put up, when did I first post this? I want to say 2 weeks ago. So I posted this when Bitcoin was at about 117,000. I said, look, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a breakthrough all the way down to 107,000. And then we got the jet fuel we needed to then move up from there. Obviously, we needed to break through the 50% level first, which is here, which I've marked. So according to my treasure map, what I like to see is come down here, tap the lower fib at 107,000, which was pretty good support prior. As you could see, these little touches or kisses here, then break through the 50% level, come back down, retest the 50%, provided it holds, off to the races, fresh all-time high. We're all ecstatic. I'm telling everyone how smart I am. You're telling your neighbors how smart you are. Everyone's a genius for a moment in time. We're all rich for a moment. And then some of us stay rich and most of us stay poor when the bear market comes. So that's my prediction. Look, so far playing out pretty well here, guys. Like I said, I drew this about 2 weeks ago, so I didn't just draw this in yesterday when the market actually dumped about a week ago. I did this prior, so it does take a bit of balls to put this stuff on the timeline, man, because it doesn't always go like this. But look, so far it's kind of playing out. Ignore the angles I put on these lines. Basically what I was trying to say here story-wise, like I said, we tapped the 117,000. I thought maybe we'd break down to the support level and away to the races we go, which is what is happening currently. So far, I look pretty smart. We could still see lower, guys. We could still break lower down to 105. We could go into the 90s, even 98, 93. But for now, we look steady, guys. And I think we're just in a little formation kind of like this over here that we had back in Jan 25. We had a big pullback there, actually a lot larger than what we've had here. And what I'm sort of noticing now is that these pullbacks are becoming a bit more shallow. So if you look here, guys, we had a pretty large pullback. Let me just measure it up for you guys. Where is it? Sorry, guys, it's Monday morning for me, so I'm not as sharp as I normally am by later in the day. But here we go. What was that pullback? Was 30%. 30% pullback from that local high back down to the low of 74, 75,000. Few people will remember that. We sort of lost our minds around there. And then looking at it again, let's see what the pullback is on this bad boy currently. So we've gone from 30% back there to back in January to about 11, 12%. So I did mention this on the timeline. I think the pullbacks are going to be shallower and shorter in nature. So this was from January all the way through to April. So 4-month pullback, if you will. This so far has been July to September. July, August, September. Actually, not far off the same. Is it January to April? Not far off. Only a little bit smaller time-wise, actually, by about a couple of weeks to a month. So yeah, I don't know if I'm really accurate with the timing wise there, but certainly the pullbacks are getting shallower. We had a shallow pullback here as well. It was probably about 10% as well. Yeah, almost exactly 10%. So we're getting shallower pullbacks here, guys. So I actually think we're building up for the final hurrah. I think we're building up for the final send. I wouldn't be surprised looking at our fibs if we saw something around the 133,000 to the 150,000 for Bitcoin. Over what time period, I'm not too sure. Could be an explosive Q4. But we did get an all-time higher prior to the halving this cycle. So I'm open to things changing. But until they change, I'm going to expect it to do what it normally did until it doesn't. So that's why I'm sort of looking at the market at the moment. Bitcoin, I think, is charging up here for a move to the upside. Pretty important level to get above is 115 to 117,000. That's sort of the danger zone there for another failure, guys. We would like to see, obviously, that break through 117,000, but if we hit our head there and come back down, we're probably going to need to accumulate a little bit longer before we see any fireworks. But like I said, Q4 is coming up in 3 days. So for the Americans in the room, so there's not long now. 72 hours till Q4 kicks off. And then maybe the party starts. And I think the average return is about 30 to 40% in October, which if we take 40%, guys, that would, where is it? Oh man, making like a spastic date. 40% would take us to V2 from the low here. So if we're going to go upwards, woo, shit, I might have to make my chart. This isn't going to work, is it? It's not going to work. So if we took it up, what I was trying to do before, we took it up 40%, which is the average from, say, here, where we hit the low, we go all the way up to, close enough, guys. Close enough, 39,000, forgive me for that, 39%, give or take, actually puts us at that fib level of about 150,000. How's that for TA, guys? So the average returns in October also measure up with the fib level at 150,000 there. So I'm cautiously optimistic that maybe we see something like that in the next quarter, but be aware we could. Greeny's gay. What's up, Scotch? Nice of you to join me, man. Sorry, guys. Nice of you to join us here, Scotch. Is that what it took to get you to come and view my stream, man? Greeny to say Memecoins are over. And I'm suspecting here because Mog is up a little bit and maybe Pepe's up a little bit, Scotch. But shout out to you. Long-time friend of myself and the channel. Scotch is a Mog bull / Pepe bull, mother effer, and has been around quite some time. So shout out to you, brother. Glad you could pull up even to call Greeny gay. You fucking mad dog. What's up, Bedini Beats? Okay, quick hellos. Hello on X, guys. Thanks for tuning in there. Abstract, what's up? Everything's looking pretty good. Oh, I got a tip. 100 Pengu. Ciao, what's up? Thank you for the 100 Pengu, legend. Hopefully I'm taking you guys through a little bit of data to settle your nerves. Hopefully the streams last week on that dip also managed to settle you guys' nerves. And probably support creators and / technical analysts coming even on the days that are red, guys. It's easier to come in when it's green. A little bit more challenging to come on the red days to support and educate and entertain. So shout out to all those educators and entertainers who turn up every day, even when the market is fucked, like me. So make sure you subscribe, guys. Once again, we are GC Crypto TV on X. YouTube's Craig's Coin Purse. If you prefer YouTube, we're obviously on Abstract as well. Craig's Coin Purse over there. I'm streaming there now. We're on Kick, GC Crypto TV. Shout out to Kick. We haven't got a lot of people over there yet, but that is building up. All right, guys. That is Bitcoin. So it's actually looking pretty bloody good, guys. And like I said, the fib levels are lining up nicely. Q4 is lining up nicely. What I've got to say about this moment in time is everything is going to plan. Everything is going to plan. It makes sense. We had the pullback in August and September. Historically, they are red months. That's what's happened. So what's happened in the past is currently happening, which would make me believe so far what typically happens in the future in other runs we've had in the past, likely to happen again, considering up till now the usual stuff's happening. Let's just assume it's going to continue to happen until it stops happening, at which time we can change our analysis, guys. But as you guys know, with TA and data analysis, we have to take it step by step. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but everything is lining up super sweet for a great Q4 slash maybe Q1 26. But I'm still thinking Q4 is going to be pretty juicy, guys. So let the good times roll. We're almost to 100 on X at the moment. So shout out to everyone on X. I also received my Yeet giveaway. Rizuka got his Yeet giveaway. Nice one, dude. Colin, shout out to you. Yes, I'm bringing the energy today on a Sunday/Monday. Guys, you should have got, sounds like Rizuka got his 250 USD to his Yeet account. So guys, do remember on Thursdays in America, Fridays for our, New Zealand and Australasian friends, we give away $1,000 US every Thursday or Friday, thanks to Yeet. Sure, probably a good time to shill that referral link. I'll pop that in there, guys. To qualify for that $1,000, all you have to do is follow that link I just posted there. Do a little bit of gambling on their site. Don't get carried away and lose all your money, guys. Just gamble responsibly, please. I'm okay with you guys over there having a bit of fun. They're going to do an airdrop. They're giving 40% away to the communities. So I like that, but don't rinse yourself, guys. Have a bit of fun. That's what it's for. So shout out to the guys on Yeet for giving us that giveaway every week. Massive shout out to Osef and Mando, two pretty well-known guys in the space. All right. Let's have a look at some other stuff. Obviously, that's Bitcoin, guys. So it's looking, Bitcoin looks good, guys. Bitcoin looks really good. I've got in my notes to check out a few other coins. Obviously, Pump, juicy bounce off the lower fib there. We've broken back above the 50% level, which I did mention would act as pretty critical support / resistance. It was resistance for a small moment in time. Hopefully we come back now on the daily and retest that. It holds, and then I think we're probably off to the races, and we're going to head up again, guys. Head up north, maybe a fresh all-time high. Maybe I think it's early enough in this charts cycle that we could see a new all-time high on this bad boy. So Pump looking good. Obviously, Cato, another big pump. Another failed rally to break above the 50% level. So this is the opposite of the pump chart, guys. This is actually a really good little lesson here, guys, in showing, if my fibs are lined up, and they actually are, thank fuck, in how the 50% level can act as support or alternatively to that, yin and yang, resistance. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 4 taps trying to break above this 50% level, and recently just failed, although it did come down, retest the fib, and a nice spring up. So we sort of, I suspect, stuck like a little pinball in this zone there. We might see pinball, boom, 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 bounce around, maybe come back for another double bottom, maybe retest this fib, and then we might see a breakthrough for Cato. Obviously, this is a bit of a different product. There is staking involved in rewards, so these can behave a little bit differently to just say a Solana or a Bitcoin or Ethereum. Shout out to Runes. God, these have been a tough hold. Hasn't gone exactly according to plan. I was hoping these would pump a lot sooner than they did, so God bless anyone still in these. My bags are down, so don't worry about that. God, the itchiest hay fever nose, man. Sorry, guys. So this is Dog. This is a Rune. Obviously, this is on a few exchanges now, and it does use Solana liquidity and stuff like that. So maybe this goes higher. I'm still holding. Mog is up a little bit today. I had a few people reach out and ask me to chart this. Look, it looks all right, guys. It's got a bit of overhead resistance here, as you guys can tell. So there's a lot of work for this to do. We need to see it get above this fib level here. So we're a good, say, 20% below that. If we can break above this fib, then maybe we can start to get above this 50% level here, which kind of lines up exactly where this downward resistance is. So upward resistance is upside resistance. We kind of, we've got to get above this 50% level, guys, which is a good, another 2.5x from here. 2.5x from here. So there's probably a good amount of upside here for MOG. It's just, I mean, those candles are not the biggest, are they? So they're sort of dilly-dallying around that lower fib level. But hey, we could see further upside here. I'd love to see it do further upside. Interesting enough, we are starting to see the Ethereum meme coins take off a bit. So I'll just quickly jump off here just to digress. Obviously, Harry Potter, Barmer, bloody coin. I'm still in this. But it's actually up 40% today. It's a fucking big pump, guys. So we're starting to see these dino coins, if you want to call them that, of the meme coin world, starting to pump again. So we've got obviously Bitcoin, ticker Bitcoin starting to move. We've got MOG starting to move. How's Pepe doing? Because that's one of the other ones. Where's that fucker? There we go. Oh, 2%. My little squiggly line. So obviously I was charting this with you guys the other day, and I did buy some Pepe at the bottom of this range, hoping it'd pinball in here. We've actually broken below this bloody wedge. Fucking is irritating. We do need to break back inside here, guys, and then we can maybe see a move to the upside. So Pepe, a little bit of work to do, just like MOG. I'm going to chuck this in the weekly, guys. It's probably a bit easier to see what the macro movement is versus being too zoomed in. Whoa, you see, so she's fighting to get back in here. If we get back in here, guys, I reckon we're on. And I think we're pretty close to this. I reckon that's a good buy zone again, guys. I reckon that's good. If it fails, it was a bad buy. But if it succeeds to get back in here, that's a good buy. So probably shout out to Pepe. That's probably not looking too shabby. Bitcoin obviously sitting still at 112,000. I'd love, what we want to see, guys, not to keep nipping around too much. I know it's probably going to make you guys dizzy. What we want to see on Bitcoin is we want to see a hold above 111,000 here. That's pretty critical, guys. And then we want to print a higher low. So we want to bounce here at 111,000 and get above this 113,000 and set a higher low here. That's pretty important. If we can do that, guys, I think we're going to see upside pretty bloody soon. So things are looking good, man. Give me a drink. Rizuka. Yeah, man. Things are looking good. All right. So let's move along a little bit, guys. We are on Bitcoin there. Other charts. Asta, obviously one of the big success stories of the last sort of week. We're on the daily here. So we're on a nice zoomed out level here, guys. Obviously testing the 618 here, bouncing around. We're still a decent amount above the 50% level, which is about $1.50, which I did mention was a pretty good buy zone. But that's sort of a double tap here at $1.70, guys. So we might actually see some upside. There's a pretty big wicks there, pretty big buy pressures coming in. So I don't know if we see the 50% level. I think there's too much interest in the market at the moment. So barring Bitcoin capitulating and bringing this down with it, I think we'll probably see higher for Asta. So shout out to Asta. I don't have Asta bags, but shout out to those who do. You look like you're about to see some further upside. So that's probably enough of the big caps, small caps. Oh, sorry, we'll quickly, we might do Solana and ETH just because they're pretty big boys. Solana down to 210. For those in GTG, the core group I'm in / community, I put out a tweet at $240 saying I'm taking a bit of profit on Solana. I'm glad I did because we have got about a 20% with a 20% drop close to it anyway. So I sold here. I sold at the local high here. Would I buy back in? Maybe at $1.80 I would. $1.80, maybe $1.80. $180, $150, I'd say definitely a buyer. So I'm not a buyer at the moment on Sol. I have Sol bags ready to sell, not sold. Ethereum's actually looking not bad here, guys. Nice bounce off the fib level there. Obviously, I have been watching this quad top, triple top, hoping to see a quad top and breakthrough here, guys. So Ethereum's actually looking potentially pretty juicy here, guys. That was a nice bounce off the fib. Nice buy pressure came in. Not bad, not bad. So, guys, good signs there for the Ethereum holders. Let's maybe check out, every time I go into that greenies gay thing from Scott. Let's go check out the slightly more degenerate stuff. So we have seen a little bit of bounce, like I said, on the Dino Memecoins, e.g. Bitcoin, ticker Bitcoin, Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu. God, that name's a nightmare. Pepe, slight bounce. MOG, another bounce. So 20%, 23% for MOG. Bitcoin, ticker Bitcoin is up 40% today. So a little bit of movement. Brain at 5%. Need to see a lot more there. God, it's only 2 million. I remember that writing that up to bloody, what was it, 40 million something. Like I said, Abstract meme coins had a bit of a bounce yesterday, so we're seeing a bit of a pullback now, but they are up semi-significantly. We have had a lot of tweets coming from the team saying for liquidity providers on meme coins that are going to start dishing out XP, so that should hopefully solve the liquidity issues we are seeing over there on Abstract. Sorry, guys, I'm just checking my phone. My dog has gone in. He's gone into the vet today. He's getting his teeth cleaned, so he's got to be put under. So my wife's there. I was just checking, making sure she's not too stressed. So shout out to my dog. He goes under today to get his teeth cleaned, the poor little fella. So thinking of you, my little dude. Can't wait to see you when you come home. Shout out to my wife. Have to do that. Should be probably quite stressed. Now, where were we, guys, before I started talking about my dog? All right. Deck screener. Sorry, we're back. So we're seeing the Dino ETH coins. Abstract memes are starting to get a bounce. Thank God. Probably due to the news about earning XP. So for the people in the room that I'm not sure what Abstract is, I'll just quickly take you there. Let me do a little dirty shill. So we're seeing the Dino ETH coins. Abstract. This is Abstract. So it's kind of a crypto portal / how would I word this? The iPhone, you download your apps and that's sort of the app store, sort of similar to that. So you can come here, sign in with your wallet once, and then you can go to all the apps without repeatedly signing in, which will be good for normies. They've got a spotlight here. Typically, it's all their games. Shout out to Pengu Clash. Shout out to Gigaverse. We'll probably get Dith on this week, or he's just had a baby, I think, next week. Sorry. Roach Racing, Death Fun. I've been playing a bit of Death Fun. Hey, there I am. Big fella, Craigie boy. So that's me there on the stream. So those are the active streams. So you can come here and watch all your favorite streamers, e.g. me. Come and follow me, guys. Craig's Coin Purse. I am verified on there. Hello. Shout out to all the other streamers who are there. Joxy Coxy's always on there. Twerking sometimes if you're lucky enough, guys. So make sure you go and check her out. She's in a few group chats I'm in, so shout out to you. But what I was trying to explain, guys, is on Abstract, the same guys who own Pudgy Penguins are doing a chain called Abstract. So that's Luca. Obviously, the success story of this bull run, he bought Pudgy Penguins, obviously did a 100K airdrop to all the holders of them. Shout out to them. I got a Pudgy after that. Fuck it. Anywho, that's okay. I'm holding a big Pudgy now. But he is dropping a chain, either Q4, well, he has said Q4, unless things change market-wise. Otherwise, it may go into Q126. Those are my words, not Luca's. I suspect this probably launches Q4 if Bitcoin starts to move north now. So everything's looking really good for a good Q4. Bitcoin looks fucking good. Ethereum looks good. That means Ethereum-based assets will look good, which is NFTs, which is great for the whole space. There's no better times than NFTs pumping. That's when you know you're in a bubble. But Abstract is going to do a claim or a drop. Now, last time for Pudgy Penguins, he gave everyone 100 grand. So if he's dropping a chain, I think this could be pretty generous, guys. So every week you come in here, come to the portal, sign in every week on a Tuesday / Wednesday for the people on my side of the world. You get your XP every week. So every week you've got assets on this chain, you earn XP. The more XP you have, I've got 983,000. The more of a claim you'll get when this drops, and I theorize a pretty decent amount of money because I'm not going to fade Luca. So even if you're not here, guys, on Abstract yet, you might still have another 3 months to farm this. Come across, maybe jump on some memes, jump on some NFTs. Obviously, pick the ones that you think have the strongest communities, which we'll go to my wallet today. I'll dox myself. Everyone knows my shit anyway. I'm down about 24,000 US on this, so that's just fantastic. I'm down about 60%, but we are seeing some bounces across the board now. Obviously, these front ran the market yesterday. We saw big pumps of 80%, I think, for IC, 60%, so it's back even though you're seeing it down 18%, it was up 60% on the day, so it's still up 40% from yesterday. So we're starting to see little bounces there, but that's abstract, guys. You can come here, you can play games, you can swap meme coins, you can trade. Yeah, good little platform. So that's abstract. You can watch streamers, and they are going to bring perks in at some point here. When that comes in, I don't know, but I did see a travel perk there, so I don't know if that's what that is, if that's like Expedia or something like that. But anyway, that is abstract. And back to the charts, we're seeing Redspur trying to break above this overhead resistance. Still got a little bit of work to do, but this could be a good buy, guys. I reckon this is a pretty good buy. Up about 6% on the day, so not too bad. I'll just run through this list quickly. Abster. Obviously, these guys got a bit of attention because they put up that penis post the other day. I'll bring that up in a second. I thought that was pretty funny. Obviously, bouncing here at the 618. Good signs for Abster. This chart actually doesn't look too bad compared to the others. So shout out to Abster. Poly. This got turbo nuked for a while. Starting to bounce now. Chart doesn't look too bad either. Bouncing out the golden pocket here. This actually looks quite good. Got a lot of work to do. Googo. Not too bad either. So all these abstract charts are pretty good buy zones, guys, at the 786 here. So shout out to Googo, maybe not a bad buy zone. Newt, this is still getting pretty squashed. Need to hear some more stuff on the timeline from these guys, but shout out to Newt. Obviously down pretty bad. I guess all you can say is there's plenty of upside. Shout out to Guna, one of the coins I hold. I like this meme. I think it's pretty bloody funny. Obviously we are down a little bit. Looks like it's bouncing almost at the golden pocket there. So probably a pretty good buy zone on Guna. Shout out to God. This is my biggest bags apart from Pengu. Starting to fight the good fight. Starting to bounce off the golden pocket here, guys. Probably not a bad buy zone. If we got anywhere down back to the 2 million market cap, I'd consider that a must-have buy. So it's God. Redspur we've done. Cyclops is obviously the coin from Gigaverse, from Dith. Which has been integrated into the game just graphically anyway. Bouncing in the golden pocket again. I think that's probably a good buy there for Cyclops as well. I don't have any, but it's probably a good buy. Uwu. Quickly covered that. Getting a little bit squashed, bouncing off the golden pocket. Bit of a weak bounce, but we may see higher there soon with a bit of volume coming in. Big. This got a bit smashed. Bit of buy pressure coming in. Obviously, this is the Ponzi, so there is emissions daily. Everyone, you own miners. They earn free coins. I'm one of them, although I only earn about 5 cents a day, so I'm not the one causing this downward sell pressure, guys. But this is underwater a little bit now. Got a bit of work to do, hopefully with merge mining and that sort of stuff coming in. They will turn this around. They've turned it around before. I think they'll turn it around again. Last but not least, actually, let's go check out Pengu. Not going to want to come up here. Hang on. I've got it on here anyway. Lucky I've got plan B. Pengu, my little baby. Got a bit of work to do. Obviously, still got this downward resistance channel. We do need to see it break above here. I'll bring it up on the daily for you guys. We are just about to maybe break above it. So we're pretty close. Anyway, we might have. Let me just unlock that. There we go. We're almost there, guys. So it's probably not a bad buy zone. We do need to break above that. If we don't break above that, we're going to see lower. So watching that, a good buy is probably the 50% level here, which is about 2.5 cents. I will probably buy more there. I bought more here. I did buy in last week on this dip. Obviously, it did go about a little bit lower, about 10% lower. Like I said, 15%. That's a risky take when you buy in DCAing. Got a bit of work to do here on Pengu, guys. But yeah, I'm pretty optimistic about Pengu. All right, so fear and greed, guys. I just want to run you through a few data points. We're still in fear. We're up a little bit, though. We were down as low as 28, I think, the other day. So we are still in a bit of fear, so that's good to see. Typically, we are fear when we're in bottoms. Just want to have a quick look around the chat, guys. Anyone saying anything? Any questions, guys? Make sure you fire away. And I'll do what I can. Cyclops to the moon. Dropping a token, not a chain. Yeah, I guess it's a token. Yeah, I suppose. So I suppose you could call it a chain, though. An L2 he's dropping, but yeah, he's dropping a token there. All right, so that's fear and greed, guys. We are still in fear, so that's not a bad sign for a bottom. I want to bring your attention here. This is the long-short ratio. We're more evens now, 50% to 49 on the short. So starting to favor the longs now, obviously, because Bitcoin's had a bit of a pump. Volume in 24 hours is up massively on Bitcoin, guys. That's something I do want to bring your attention to. One of the other things I wanted to show you is daily exchange volume. So this is typically what I'll look at for normies coming in, guys. So normies are going to come in via exchanges. They probably don't have Solana or Ethereum or Bitcoin on chain. They're probably going to go to their favorite exchange, whether that be OKX, who's our channel partner, whoever else, and they're going to go through that portal there. So as you can see, this is starting to move up, guys. So daily exchange volume's heading north now. So this is the all-time chart here. So this is the all-time high daily exchange volume back in July/May 21 when we hit that big fat high. We haven't even seen, although Bitcoin's at a much higher price, at a 2x from this level. At this point here, Bitcoin was about 69,000, guys. Sorry, at that time it was actually 64,000. So we're almost a 2x higher, but our daily exchange volume is still 50% of that. So imagine if this hits even the local high there, the prior all-time high, what the price is going to do here, guys. It's looking good, man. This data here is looking good. We're heading north. The price is stable. Q4 is coming up. I don't know, man. I'm a data guy, and that's looking pretty juicy, guys. So, yeah, I think we're going to get some euphoria, guys. Let's quickly jump over to NFTs. Let's have a look at those. So make sure we're on OpenSea here, guys. So a couple of the token/coin/chains you can farm at the moment. Obviously, I spoke about Abstract. You can obviously farm the Abstract token from Luca. And another one is OpenSea. They're going to drop a token. They've got Chess, which I'm not doing very well with. I've just been trying to upgrade mine. So on OpenSea, go to their daily tasks, nice and easy, buy $5 NFT. Obviously, that punkinism got my money again, etc., etc. But that is the OpenSea drop. Obviously, you can also farm Myriad. I'm doing that at the moment. That is the prediction market. So that's on Abstract. So I go to Myriad, I do my daily tasks, and I'm farming that drop as well. Guys, we are on NFTs here. Checking out NFTs, obviously with Ethereum pumping a little bit, we're getting a little bit of a pump here. I am on USDs just so I can know where price is actually at. Moonbird's up 5%. Pudgy Penguin sort of flatlining. Little Pudgy's up slightly, but not much. Goblin Town sort of retracing after that big 2x pump it did. What are we seeing here, guys? Wealthy Hippio Babies up 30%. Sproto Gremlins up almost 40%. So they're up at the same time as Stick of Bitcoin. Interesting to see. I wonder what's going on there. Clone X up slightly. Remnants up slightly. So not massive pumps on NFTs. Probably more of a pump due to Ethereum moving, and then the odd NFT like Sproto Gremlin. Shout out to them starting to move now. So we are starting to see NFTs find bottoms. Probably more a case, like I said, of Ethereum starting to pump a little bit. I'm just going to check the timeline, guys. See if there's any news on there for you guys. And just check what else. RJ Punk, what's up? GM Jump. We're just going over the markets, guys. Obviously, the big news for today: Bitcoin breaks above 111,000, which is great. That's obviously a pretty big fib level resistance-wise. Sorry, guys. I still have the friggin' flu from last week a little bit, so I'm still trying to get out of that, man. I've had this flu for like fucking 2 weeks. So the news for today, guys, for those who just joined us, Bitcoin breaks above 111,000. Pretty big resistance level there, so happy days. Let me just bring up that chart. Where are we? So we're currently sitting at 112,000, looking good for higher, provided we hold above this fib level here. For those who have bad eyesight, that's what we're looking for there. Hold above 111,000 and Bob's your uncle. Sorry, Abstract was really live drop though. Yeah, the chain's gone live. Sorry, the claim. Yes, the token claim. You are right, Rizuka, you are right. I'm mincing my words a little bit. I'm mincing my words. I probably need another coffee and I probably need another water. Bedini Beats, hello. I think I said hello to you already. But yes, Rizuki, you are correct. It is. The chain has dropped. I apologize. So Bitcoin obviously looking pretty good. So the big news of the day, this is starting to rally. And consequently, because of that, we're starting to see alts and memes start to pump again. Fear and greed is still in fear, which is good. So I think we still see more upside. Daily exchange volume is starting to move quite a lot. Long short ratios are pretty steady. We are going back up. RJ Punk, yes, I agree. I think we could start to see a move to the upside now. So I'm pretty positive about that. Other news in the markets. Where are we? Sorry, guys. Alts memes, like I said, pumping. NFTs sort of holding their ground. Abstract memes starting to bounce. Obviously, the team are starting to put out a few more announcements, guys. So Abstract's starting to heat up a bit. I think you're going to see the team there start to speak a lot more. And I think you're going to start to see them ship a lot more. So good signs over there. I'm just going to take you over to my X, guys. Have a quick flick. What's Spencer saying? Any news for today, although it's Sunday, not Monday there? Volume for Moonbirds looking pretty good, huh? Let's see what else. Any other big news? Probably people just starting to say we're so back. Another machete. That's all we see, isn't it? Violence and racism and charts. I don't think there's much other news, guys. I don't think there's much other news. Market's sort of bouncing now, starting to look steady. I think we're going to see a lot more action coming to the market in the next sort of few weeks or months. I think things are going to get pretty juicy. I think that Q4 is going to be fantastic, guys. So I'm looking forward to that. Hey, did you guys see that? You might have just seen my DMs there, cheeky. Ash Robin, the bloody legend, say, sorry, I'm showing you DM there, brother. I actually didn't mean to. I've been asking Ash to jump on stream with me, and it looks like he's replied to say he'd be happy to. So that's pretty fucking cool. So shout out to Ash, long-time friend of the channel, myself. Long COVID, yeah, could be, man. Honestly, yeah. I mean, it was COVID, I think. So everyone around you had it. Yeah, Rec's starting to do something pretty big, guys. I think they did $1 million in, was it $1 million in sales? Was that what they did recently? Which is similar to Red Bull did. Anyway, shout out to them. I'll look that up. But yeah, OCF and Rec doing great things. I need to get them to send me out some drinks. Rect guys, you need to send me some drinks. I'll scull one here on the channel. I'll do a bloody shoey. All right, just catching up with my DMs, obviously. Rizuka, what's up? All right. Maybe enough sharing those DMs, guys. Yeah, so obviously, as we were saying, Rec's starting to do big things. Probably not a bad buy. Yeah, 1 million in sales. Yeah, that's pretty amazing, dude. I don't think that happens too often. So big shout out to the Rec guys. Obviously, they also part-own Yeet, who are channel sponsors. So, guys, I'm a big fan of Rect. I'm a big fan of OCF. I'm a big fan of Mando. Actually, on my YouTube or on the GC Crypto TV, I interviewed Mando about 3 months ago. 3 months ago, I think it was. Crypto moves pretty quick, guys, so it feels like 3 years ago. But shout out to Mando, who jumped on the channel. Jump on my YouTube if you want to check that out. Actually, I might show my YouTube, guys. I need a few more followers until I get monetized there. I need about 130 more followers until I can actually finally get paid to be on YouTube, although I think it's chicken feed. But it would just be a nice little moment. So if you guys are watching me out there on any other channel, if you want to give me a follow on YouTube, that would be fantastic. Guys, as well, if you want to give us a follow on Kick, I would greatly appreciate that. I don't know if I'm asking too much right now of shilling about 1,000 places to add me on, but I guess if you don't ask, you don't receive. This, what is it? The squeaky wheel gets the grease. It's a pretty good saying too. So, guys, we are on Kick. We are on Kick, so if you want to give us a follow there, I would very much appreciate that. Obviously, you've got to be on Kick Live to win the $1,000 on Thursday and Friday. Thursday for America, Friday for America and Australia. American Australia, New Zealand and Australia. Man, I'm having a Mia today. Mia's known as a shocker for the rest of the world. 200 people joining us on X. Shout out everyone on X watching me there. It is Sunday there, so we're front running the market, although the market kind of front run me. I was hoping to stream before this bloody pump, but here we are. 1 million cans sold. That is right. Lander, is that you, Lander? Allison, what's up? Good morning to you. I'm getting a few texts. Who's that from? What's up, Corgi? What's up? Shill is till it drops, baby. What's up, Intelligency? We've got a few people watching. We're 11 people watching me on Abstract. How good's that? Let me just check this text, make sure it's not my wife. Who's this? Oh, mate of mine's texting to ask if I'm dropping my Shui coin. Fuck. I don't think I will drop that coin today, guys. I don't know if I've got the energy today. So, because once I launch a bloody pump fund, I'm gonna have to be like a psychopath on there. So, I don't think today. I'll text him back later. But anyway, I think that's the market like I'm seeing it at the moment, guys. Just to summarize again, for anyone that might have just tuned in, and also a big shout out to you guys who are tuning in. Bitcoin just broke above 111,000. Oh, it's 5:10 a.m. Holy fuck. Shout out to you, RJ Punk, tuning in. So Bitcoin broke above 111,000. That's pretty strong resistance. So, guys, we could be seeing the early signs of the next move upwards. I think quarter four could be the euphoric stage of the market, could be the fastest and steepest pump. So probably get in position now, not financial advice. So market for Bitcoin starting to look good. Memes and alt starting to send. NFTs starting to find bottoms. Eli or Greeny. Well, no, Eli's not coming up. I'm not sure what he's doing. And Greeny is away in Europe. Greeny is back with us tomorrow, guys. So definitely tune in. We'll be analyzing the market in big depth tomorrow. So Greeny's back on the stream tomorrow. So shout out Greeny. He was at his sister's wedding. So hopefully that went awesome, my bro. I think you had a great day. But I'm holding down the channel, guys, until Greeny gets back. He's in, oh, geez, it's a bit rude. There's a bloody pornography thing on it. What's that bloody doing? Colin, what do you think about these coins tied to buying NFTs, punk strategy? I don't know enough about it to really comment too much, but it looks like they are moving up in price. So I think if speculative bet, yeah, I think they're probably not bad bets, but you needed to get in early. So I need to kind of follow up on that. We will have some other people jumping on stream with me while Greeny's away, guys. I did have some people booked in, but they obviously couldn't make it. So I will have some more viewers this week. We've got Dith who's going to come on. We've got Ash Robin who's going to come on. Yeah, I do think NFT strategy could go pretty well, guys. So I'm not in it. I don't know enough about it to say I think it will do well, but I think it probably could go right. I think it could go. Hey, Nigma, what's up, my dude? What's up? We got Nigma going to join us as well this week, guys. I think Nigma might even jump on tomorrow, the next day. So it does get a bit confusing with bloody Europe time, America time, and Australia time, trying to get all these people on. But Nigma, shout out to you. What's up? What's up? We will definitely get you on this week, Nigma. I'm thinking tomorrow, the next day. So Nigma, longtime friend, also very good at TA. So shout out to you. Will equals could. Yeah, could do well. Anyway, guys, I think that's probably enough from me today. GM Sandon, what's up? We got Jesus, massive fan of strategy. The flywheel is flywheeling. I will check that out more today, guys. So I have a bit more to talk about it tomorrow. Let me go and do a bit of research. Like I said, I don't want to FUD any bags. I don't want to bull post any bags if I don't know enough about it. But I think that could go pretty well. Am I late? Sandom, you are a bit late. We're just about to wrap up. But I was just wrapping up the market before. Bitcoin obviously broke above 111,000, so we're looking good for a good Q4. Average returns for October for Bitcoin, I believe, is about 30 to 40%, giving us a price point of about 150,000, guys. So if Bitcoin goes 150,000, man, all those memes and alts that you guys have got in your pockets that are down are going to gigasend. So if you're not in position, guys, I'd probably look to get in position pretty soon, not financial advice. Shout out to the over almost 300 people watching us on X now. Big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to Sam Withers. Just saw you were following me there, so give you a follow back. We might wrap it up now, guys. So obviously, I'll wrap it up one last time. Bitcoin looking great. Back above 111,000. Crypto fear and greed still in fear, so that looks good to see higher. We're not getting too greedy yet. Longs and short ratio is nice and even, which is good to see. Daily exchange volume is up a fair bit actually over the last few weeks. So we are starting to see retail slowly enter, I think. NFTs, I think, have found a bottom. Abstract team is starting to communicate again, which is great. So I think we'll see their assets start to appreciate again. Other than that, guys, I will be back with Greeny tomorrow at a later time of 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. or for the Aussies in the room, it will be 3:30 p.m. So an afternoon stream. All-time high for Bitcoin in November or December. I think so, dude. I think so. So, guys, again, massive shout out to OKX Australia for keeping our lights on here. Great exchange/platform, never been hacked. So if you guys are new to spot trading or old and you want somewhere safe and secure, we can also park up your stables, get an earn. They are doing a self-managed super fund as well. Check them out. Let me just pump their bags. Show their link in the description, which I'll do now for you guys. Bang, there we go. And if you join up on that link, guys, you will get $75 of Bitcoin for free if you trade upwards of $1,000. Don't forget WA, mate. Yeah, I don't even know what the bloody time will be in Western Australia right now, man. It's probably like, I don't even know what time you guys are there. Are you earlier or later? I don't even know. Australia's so big, we've got different time zones all over the shop. And last but not least, actually second last, we have Yeet. We'll be giving away another $1,000 on a Thursday for the Americans in the room, Friday for the Australians and Kiwis. So make sure you go and do a bit of gambling there, guys, if you want to qualify for that. And guys, last but not least, you guys, the viewers, thanks for pulling up on a lazy Sunday. I know you guys are probably having a couple of drinks, wanting to unwind for the week. So thank you for pulling up today. Hopefully I've given you guys a little bit to chew on. Market looks steady. Nothing really to get worried about now. I think things are starting to look pretty good. We're almost in Q4. Q4 is historically very bullish for the markets. So I'm pretty bullish, guys. So I think we're going to see further upside in the next few weeks/months. Guys, thank you again to the viewers for pulling up. Without you guys, I wouldn't have anyone to talk to. So thanks for pulling up today. Like I said, we are going to be back tomorrow with Greenie at the later time. So make sure you come and check us out. I will put those times on the timeline. But until there, guys, get in position, take care of yourselves, go for a walk in the sun, don't get down on blood, and let's get high on some green, guys. Guys, until tomorrow, thank you very much for pulling up. Shout out Pudgy Penguins, shout out to you guys, the viewers, and we will see you tomorrow. Big love, legends. Bye.